You've met serial killers. This is
Yeah.
an interesting ripple because I went to a prison once where I spoke with lifers,
Mm-hmm.
and I was struck by a few things during this interaction. I was speaking with a few different people, just kind of on a casual basis. I was there visiting, and a few things struck me. One, when they told me what they were in for, it was a very specific story.
Mm-hmm.
And then they also brought up to me the circumstances that led them there. So they would say like, oh, I'm here because a drug deal went bad and I killed a guy. I go, oh, that's terrible. That's, a terrible thing to happen. And then they also tell me that they were abused throughout their whole childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I leave and I walk away with this feeling of like, this is a tragedy on all accounts. What this guy did is awful. He shouldn't have killed anyone. But also what happened to him was also terrible. And no child should be in a situation where they're having cigarettes put out on them when they're 4 years old. Like, what a horrendous thing for this person to endure. No wonder that he's so broken. And then I Googled their names when I left. And what they told me was not true.
That's right.
What they told me was not the whole truth.
Mm-hmm.
That the first time he went to prison, it was for this drug deal gone wrong. But the reason he's in there right now is because he murdered 3 women and then buried them in his backyard.
Yeah.
And this happened, I think, 4 or 5 times that day. And I walked away kind of spun around because I was like, I felt this overwhelming emotion where I felt almost bad for them in one way and then also bad for their victims in another way. And then I got completely lied to. And it almost felt bad for myself. Like, how did I get duped by these guys?
There goes your innocence.
Exactly. It's bizarre that I was played so many times by so many people in such a short window. So I'm curious, in your experience, talking with these serial killers that stereotypically are very charming or cunning or savvy, what do you find to be, I guess, interesting about their disposition, their personality, their characteristics, and what threads can you draw through all of them that you've spoken to?
The absolute refusal to take responsibility in any way, shape, or form. It is invariably, I was beaten in my childhood, and I never knew anything but pain. And I learned it. Yeah. Or my parents used drugs, and I had nothing. I had no love. And so I never learned how to love other people or care for them. Or, Aaron Key, his thing was that the medical examiner's office was framing him by a special collection of bones. I mean, he would try to represent himself. He's up on the stand talking, and he's like,